What's going on, guys? I'm WhatTheMoose, and today I'm going to be breaking down my lineup for the bundle bunch, what we're going to be rocking with, and how the team got put together based on what I wanted to do for this series. So let's start with the offensive line. We got lucky and pulled this King Dunlap final edition card right here, 91 overall, very nice left tackle. We'll be holding us down at left tackle for the entire season and probably for a few seasons actually if we do the series correctly. Pulling packs after every single victory, he should be able to stay there for a while because there's not many better left tackles that you can pull from packs. At left guard, this is where we start getting to how I wanted to construct these lineups. So I want to make sure that there is no one out of position. Of course, I could have made Todd Harriman's at left guard because he's a 79 overall, but I want to keep him at right guard. I want to keep everybody at their correct position. And so Johnny Troutman was, I think, the only left guard I pulled in the entire bundle. So we're putting him at left guard, and we'll see how that goes. Peter Kahn's right here, another one. Pretty much the only center that I pulled. I think I pulled maybe one more, and he was a bronze. So Peter Kahn's is going to be our starting center. These cards are not very good. This Todd Harriman's is actually pretty solid, so I was happy I pulled him at right guard. Got a very nice 96 run block. Definitely going to be running behind him whenever I can. And then Nate Potter rounds out our O-line. So it's kind of weird. We have some pretty good players, Todd Harriman's, King Dunlap on our offensive line, and then some pretty bad ones, with Johnny Troutman, Peter Kahn's, and Nate Potter. Not very nice to see those guys on the line. So hopefully when we start winning some games, we can actually, pick up some new offensive linemen to fill those holes. Now, for tight end, we were pretty, unlucky, I would say. We got lucky that we could pull the Jason Morrow, but other than that, we really didn't have anybody. Take a look at Jason, leave the other guys out of there. Disregard the other cards, like Antonio Gates, Zach Miller. These are just filler cards that I have on this account. But Jason Morrow right here, 6'5", 60 or 86 speed, I should say, 80 strength, 89 release is nice. He's also 6'5", I like that. 82 catch in traffic, not a bad card whatsoever. I should be able to rock with him for a little while. But then the backup tight end, Matthew Mulligan, not the best tight end in the world, but he is 6'4", so I guess there's that going for him. Now dropping down to, let's do wide receivers. We pretty much had no luck in wide receivers. We got Justin Blackmon as my best wide receiver. He's so slow, 84 speed. It's nice that he's 6'1", so he has some height, but overall not a very good card here. 90 spectacular catch is nice, 89 release, and 87 catch in traffic. But other than that, not much to speak highly of, but he will be our number one receiver because there are not many options. As you guys can see, Nate Burleson is over here at wide receiver number 2. That's because he's 6 feet tall, so that's not too bad. 88 speed is getting there in terms of speed. 80 elusiveness is also pretty nice. Other than that, though, his stats just aren't that good, but the speed I like, and the height is also nice to see. Mohamed Sanu is our wide receiver 3. Definitely want to upgrade him a little bit. His stats just aren't really that good. He's 6'2", which is obviously nice, but 81 speed is just so slow. And his other stats just really aren't there either. And then I threw in a couple extras. So this Bryce Butler is actually kind of fun. I might be using him for some cheese every once in a while. He's 6'3", so the tallest receiver I got, and then he's also the fastest receiver I got at the same time, 91 speed. His other stats are atrocious, like 62 route running, 65 release, 71 catching. I actually thought about putting him in at wide receiver number 2, but he was just so bad that I put him at wide receiver number 4. So he's pretty much never going to see the field unless I substitute him in on like a Hail Mary package or something like that. And then we have a Brad Smith at our wide receiver number 5 spot. Same thing, just put him in there because, he's 6'2", has decent speed, decent elusiveness, but his catching stats just aren't that good. So he's in there just for, specific situations that I might need him. We actually did not pull a fullback, so I had to throw Matthew Mulligan at fullback. He was the best overall fullback, so to speak, that I had pulled. Even though he's a tight end. So he's there for now. I'm not really going to use a fullback too much. Obviously, our best pull, at least in my opinion, was this Frank Gore, 90 overall running back. Very, very nice. 97 ball carrier vision. I'm very excited to see that. Cannot wait to get him moving on the field. And then we put Trey Mason at backup. Why not put him there? 86 speed. He's pretty balanced. 91 acceleration. 73 carrying is kind of low, but overall, not a bad card whatsoever. And, should, help out Frank Gore whenever Frank gets a little tired. And then finally at QB, the only QB we pulled in the entire pack opening was this Jake Locker, which isn't awful, but it's definitely not good. 82 speed I like to see, which is pretty solid, but everything else is pretty atrocious. His throwing stats are just not there. But hopefully we can pull a backup, or a better QB, I should say, in one of these future packs that we'll be able to pull once we start winning some games, because Jake Locker just is not going to be, that good when we start off. Moving on over to the defensive side of the ball, we start off with free safety. Kendrick Lewis will be our starter here for now. We also have Tashawn Gibson, which I was kind of excited when I pulled him, but then I realized his stats are pretty garbage. He's a little faster and has better acceleration than Lewis, but overall he's way worse. Man coverage, zone coverage, both lower. Hit power is way lower. And he's also an inch shorter than Kendrick, so Kendrick will be our starter right there for now. Not too bad, but not great. Moving over to the other safety spot, we got Deion Buchanan. Clutch that pull. Very, very nice to see him, be my strong safety. He's really quick. He's pretty tall. Has great hit power. He's going to be one of the better cards that we have for a while. And it's going to be tough to replace him, in a pack. Most of the time, you're not going to pull a, better than 92 overall strong safety. So he's going to be on our team for a while, I'd assume. Moving over to right outside linebacker, we have Rocky McIntosh. Definitely not who we wanted to see here. He's not very good at all. And I'm pretty upset about my linebacker core. They're pretty awful. My whole defense is actually pretty tough, except for my secondary. But he's got 82 speed. He's 6'2", so he's got some height. Overall, not too great, though. I was thinking about possibly using him, but both him and Alex Okafor just aren't there. Then at left outside linebacker, we have Brian Raymond, or however you say that. I probably completely said it wrong. He's 6'5", so that's nice, but overall, not a very good card either. Definitely going to be a challenge to have him on the field. And then this guy right here, Kayunta Dawson, completely said that wrong probably. He's just there just in case Braham, or however you say that guy's name, gets tired or hurt. But Dawson, I really hope doesn't touch the field. Our user player is likely going to be AJ Hawk, so just get ready for that. He's 6'1", not too bad. 80 speed isn't horrible either. 84 awareness, 73 strength, 84 pursuit, 72 zone cover, not great. I was hoping his catching would be kind of high. It's only 53, so that's kind of frustrating. But he's going to be our user player because he's the best middle linebacker we pulled. And then we got this Cavell Connor at backup middle linebacker, just in case, AJ Hawk gets tired or hurt or whatever. And Cavell is not too bad. He's pretty similar to AJ Hawk, just a little bit worse in a few categories, so he's going to be our backup there at middle linebacker. Moving down to the trenches, we'll take a look at corners last. Right end, we had no selection at all. We had 2 bronze right ends. That was it, all we got from this pack opening. Pretty horrible, pretty upsetting. And this Jarris Pendleton is just going to be horrible for me. He's not good at all. 82 block shed is okay, I guess. 75 power move is pretty bad. 68 speed, obviously very slow, so not happy about my right end selection. My left ends were a lot better. I had like 3 gold left ends. This Cedric Thornton's going to be our starter. Derek Morgan's going to be our backup. And then Red Bryant's going to be our third left end, I should say. But the Cedric Thornton is pretty nice. I like the 92 block shed, 92 tackle, both nice to see. 89 power move is also pretty solid, and 81 play recognition. Not too bad at all. Pretty happy with that right there. Now this Jay Ratliff, I kind of want to sell him because I think he goes for like 10K, maybe more. But I'm going to hold on to him for now. He's going to be our starting DT because he was the only DT we pulled. Pretty much, or the only good DT we pulled, I guess if you could call him good. He's got 70 block shed, 66 power move, 78 finesse move. Just pretty horrible card right here, 82 play recognition. And then we have this Derek Landry. He's our second DT who's going to struggle through games, I think. 79 power move, 74 block shed. We're going to try and run through these DTs and hope they can do something on the field. And then we have this Tom Johnson at DT number 3. So that's definitely a position we need to upgrade when we get some packs. Finally, we have our cornerbacks. We have Jason McCourty at cornerback number 1. We actually had some pretty good cornerback pulls, so I was pretty happy about that. He's 6 feet tall, 90 speed, 90 zone coverage, 79 press is not too bad either. Definitely a solid card right here. Nice to see that I got him. Then we have Chris Harris Jr. at cornerback number 2. We'll go over to his card right here just so you can see him right away. He's 5'10", so a little bit shorter, but still not too bad. 89 speed, 89 zone or man coverage, I should say, which is nice. And then 79 player recognition, so definitely not a bad card either. And then finally we have Leotis McKelvin at cornerback number 3. He's a little bit tall. I think he's 6, or no, he's not. I'm sorry, he's a little bit fast. 91 speed. I knew he had something special about him. He's 5'10", 91 speed, 92 acceleration. Going to be able to keep up with the better receivers a little bit, more in the slot there. Hopefully he can somehow keep up with that 91 speed. And then finally we have this Phillip Adams, I believe is his name. Just because he's kind of quick, 90 speed, 81 press. I thought that was kind of cool to see. So just in case, I have, a really fast receiver that I need to defend, and these gold corners aren't cutting it. This Phillip Adams can come in and maybe make a couple plays. Finally, just the specialists that you want to see. Didn't pull any kickers or punchers. I was kind of afraid of that, so I kept the starter team ones that I got in this account. They're pretty awful, but they're going to have to make do. And if we pull a kicker or a punter in a pack in the future, we'll definitely put those on my team. And then third down running back going to be Frank Gore. Long snapper going to be King Dunlap. And then kick return going to be Joe McKnight. He's pretty much the best kick returner I had. And Leotis will be backing him up. But Joe McKnight will be handling those duties. And I'll usually take touchbacks anyway because I happen to fumble a lot on kickoffs. So that will do it for the video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like down below. And let me know if you're excited for the first game of this team. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I can't wait to get into games with them. But thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you later.